All right, so I'll be going over the quarterfinals and semifinals of the tournament in Lizard King's server. So right here we're up against Dardan BT YouTube. You can probably find his channel in the comments section somewhere. But yeah. So this game I actually opt to play passive BIA because I know he's not going to be aggressive enough to prevent BIA. So then I can just outfarm him hard. And he didn't, yeah, and I was right. He is hardly sending any, greens and stuff. I can just greed a ton and get my eco with my BIA later. So yeah, right now I have very good farms for round 9. And, we're obviously both... Well, actually, he ups and... Okay, he does force defense with a round 11 rush. But he sent regens, and now he's sending camos, so that's a waste of money on his part. He's wasting a lot of money with these regens and camos, because spolts and trip darts are just... those in combo with each other are just really good against them. Round 15, he makes a decent effort to prevent BIA by sending a regen ceramic, but I do take it down, and I go for my BIA round 16. So yeah, he's surprised now that I went for my BIA. And he sends me a Moab, which is never something you want to do in DFA v DFA. Don't send Moab class balloons until late game because it drains your eco and money. And you're just going to end up down on farms because of it. To be honest. Maybe you can send if you baited their booth with regular balloons, but that's about it. Right here, I send a few, whites to get my eco up. 920 eco, which is a pretty solid eco for round 21. And yeah, he sends a BFB, which is a colossal waste of money. And eco. He only has 300 eco now. He has 160 now. Jeez. So his eco is... He's looking he's in a really bad spot. He's down so much in eco and down so much in farms. He goes for his factory right now. He is going to have to boost around 24, but that boosting AI is okay. Boosts are a resource that you can use to greed. But he does boost a bit too late to round 25. It's okay. I was going to outfarm him hard anyways, but here we move on to the second game. This is on Super Monkey Lane. And yeah, I am not confident in going BIA on this map just because of the fact that it's kind of not that... it's not easy to get a BIA and not be drained. It's not that easy to do that. So, I'm going to end up layering... Well, I sent a bit too much, I think. No, I don't. I feel like 3 fit. I sent constant blues round 5 because he was trying to greed. And yeah, I think it worked out because now his darts are chasing. He just got up a plantation, so he opts to boost. Which is not a good play. I would have just used all my spikes because that's better than boosting. I feel like generally you don't want to boost before round 8. Yeah, and here he sends regen whites, which are a waste of money. And I'm sending him yellows. Boosted, and that forces him to get 2 extra triple darts. So now he gets jug, I get jug. But my juggernaut spot is better than his juggernaut spot because when you put it to first, it actually hits the exit. When he puts his to first, it just shoots down. It just shoots down a different line. Mine can actually catch Moab ceramics. But yeah, I sent some boosted zebras, which makes him boost. And sure, I'm down 1 plantation, but I am up quite a bit in eco. So I will be able to easily outfarm. And you'll see in a bit, he's going to be draining himself really hard by sending Moab-class balloons. So, yeah. He has double jug, so I opt to not rush him. I boost here, and yeah. He sends another Moab. I just fan club it by selling a bunch of stuff. And yeah. So now he only has 350 eco. I have nearly double his eco. And you know, pretty good farms, I would say, you know. We have pretty good farms. Considering we got a factory right before round 22, so now we can afford a fan club because round 22 is so short. So yeah, now we're just destroying him because it's round 23. He has 276 eco and no factory. That's bad. But yeah, he ends up choking this game as well. He leaves 1001 life there. But yeah, he just decides to go for a fac here. He also has no boosts. Yeah, that's why you don't boost early game as well. But yeah, now we're in the semi-finals against Zoro. Zoro is a very good player. And yeah, these are going to be some pretty good games, I would say. So we both opt to do very, very similar starts. And yeah, I go for 295 eco, which gets you a plantation at 136, which is pretty decent. And yeah, so he sends greens force to force and a 0-2 dart. I do the same. And we have very similar eco. He has a bit more, but nothing major. He opts to send boosted yellows first, which was a very smart play by him. Getting those out immediately actually saved him quite a bit of money because he can invest a little bit more money into forms. It's not the biggest deal, but he's up a bit in eco. And yeah. So I'm sorry if my voice is too loud. If it's ear rape or something, but yeah. He sends boosted zebras, I send boosted zebras, and I micro my jug and get my defense up quickly. He didn't get his defense up quickly. He also had less lives, so he had to boost that. He has 2 boosts, and yeah. So I don't have to boost his rush there, and the eco is very similar. And yeah, so I'll be opting to send some region leads and pinks just to make him use another boost. So that way he can't greed as hard later. Now I'm just getting a bunch of eco with whites, space rainbows, and blacks and stuff. Because I'm going for 1100 here in terms of eco, which I pretty much just hit it. I mean, I'm not going to go exactly to it because I don't need to. But generally, you want to get a 4-2 farm before round 22. Or not 4-2, at least 4-0. And I opt to boost round 22. Zoro, he gets kind of greedy. He sells too much stuff, and he chokes to round 23 rainbows. That kind of sucks. But, yeah. Now, the next map is Yellow Brick Road. This is a very easy map to choke on because it's actually pretty short. And yeah, even though the dart spots are pretty decent, just the short length of the map makes it super easy to choke. But yeah, he opts to send extra blues and greens and stuff. I just get an 0-1 because I can micro the targeting of my darts and just defend pretty well. So he defends the greens pretty well. He does leak a bit, but right here, I'm going for about 480 eco. With a 2-0 farm. Which I feel like is a pretty good start. So, you know. He sends boosts to zebras. I up to boost. And we trade boosts here. I sell a farm to get like a triple dart in the back, and I leak to 65. He's down to 11 lives though, so he's kind of on the risky. He's playing kind of on the risky side. But I forgot to retarget my jug back to first back to last, so I choked that. But yeah, and I chose Temple because I basically going for BIA is so easy to do on Temple. And I was confident that I could out-micro him. So yeah, we both do very similar starts. He sends extra blues, which I don't think is the move unless I decided to greed. But yeah, he forces a spolt with greens here. I opt to play passive BIA from like round 5 onwards. And yeah. I mean, it ends up working out pretty alright. So yeah, he's just playing passive BIA from here on out, pretty much. I do make him leak a bit, but you know. I'm surprised he got his 1-0, but he actually managed to do 4 jogs, so well done. And yeah, sorry if this is like a bit fast, but yeah. He goes for the same defense as me. He sends boost to zebras, which I don't think is worth it because I can literally just get one more spolt because Temple and defend. So yeah, we're both going to end up getting around 15 BIAs. And yeah, both send around 16 rushes. He opts to use spikes, which you want to save your spikes on Temple for either Moabs or ceramics because triple darts are kind of bad on Temple. So you want to save your spikes. But yeah, since I got a round 15 BIA, I can get my double BIA on round 20. Which is super useful. It's going to give me a ton of eco. And yeah. Yeah, so at this point, it's just me and him defending and farming and stuff. And yeah. Yeah, so I send a bit late, but it doesn't really matter too much because of the fact that his micro is a bit slow. And yeah. So he did do yeah, so he is on a tablet, so it's kind of hard to micro. And he died.